Happy Canada Day! Welcome to a new episode of Baking with Caroline and her mom. I'm Caroline, that's Mom.
Yep, that's me.
And today we're making a kind of fancy summer fruit torte. So we're going to make the dough right now, and it has to set and cool, so we're not prepping any pans or anything, just in case anybody gets nervous when they see us not do it. We don't need to do it yet.
Right.
Okay, so walk me through the pastry.
Yeah, so we're making pastry, which is always a challenge, but I'm terrible at pastry, so I'm hoping that this pastry, which is not your usual, just the flour, fat, tiny bit of water thing. Yeah.
Pastry.
Oh, okay. So this one is cooked, made in the mixer. We're adding half a cup of butter at room temperature to the mixer.
To start with.
Yes.
We're creaming something.
We are going to be creaming, yeah. And as usual, we'll measure 4 ounces.
Although it's got its little wrapper on.
Well, that's true.
But it's so soft.
I know, it's really soft. It's been sitting out for quite a while.
We were prepared early.
Yes, we were. Oh, you're much better at that than I am. I'm always go on the sled. Must be my astigmatism.
I have an astigmatism too.
Oh, well, but I can't use that as an excuse.
Yeah, maybe my astigmatism counteracts your astigmatism.
I don't know.
There we go. Okay.
And how much white sugar?
You guys,
A 1/4 cup of sugar.
Okay.
White.
Plain white sugar.
Plain white sugar.
Okay.
So it's a sweet pastry that we're making here.
Oh yeah, all the best pastry art.
Okay, we're gonna cream her together there.
All right. Ooh, we should do your little talk about
My creaming talk.
that was missed last week.
Yes, yeah. I recently discovered that creaming is more than just mixing the butter and the sugar together, and it can take quite a while. And the key is for it to be light and fluffy looking. Color should change a bit,
right?
get lighter. Yeah.
Okay. Lock.
Okay.
Stir
Let's
into
go.
the end, and then it's at like a pretty high speed, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's look at it right now, and
Okay,
we'll
so we
see
can
the
compare our
color
colors.
and the consistency.
So this is just sugar mixed into butter, basically. So it hasn't been creamed yet.
Right, and you're gonna
We're gonna scrape.
scrape down the sides.
Even though we have a really great mixer that has that little kind of scrapey thing attached to it. It does a good job, I think.
Yeah, I do too. It's much better than the previous one, which was just, metal all the way, metal covered in that white stuff.
Yeah.
Carry on with the creaming.
Scrape again.
Yeah.
It has gotten a little lighter already.
Okay, so we'll just scrape
one
again
more.
and do one more round. Yeah. Of course, this is only a small amount of butter and sugar, right? So, in the when you're making cookies or a cake, you got more volume and it takes longer.
Okay. I don't know where to put.
Oh.
Okay. I think it's cream.
Let's
Come
have a
look,
see.
Ma. What do you think? Look at that color.
Oh, sorry, everybody. Yes, it's way lighter.
As I say, look with the camera, not with your eyes.
Yes. Yeah, I would say that is now cream.
Okay.
Let's look in the bowl too. Of course, yeah. Oh yeah, and you can see that it's fluffy, right?
Yeah, it's definitely fluffier.
The next step is going to be fun.
Oh, that's the egg separating?
Yeah, we're separating you're separating 2 eggs.
Try it.
You dib dib dib.
I like that. You're like, are you confident to separate eggs? I'm like, yeah, for sure. I've seen people do it a lot.
Okay, well this is why we chose to use 2 small bowls. One will catch the white, and the other will be for the yolk.
Just there's butter all over the spatula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 2 of those.
These are 2 small bowls.
Yes. We can. Okay. No more than usually on the side of the.
No, I've seen things
Okay.
that say don't do it on the side because that pushes all the egg in.
Good point. Back and forth with
I
your
know.
hands. I was trying to catch that.
I don't think you're going to.
That's it. I'll put the yolk in the other one. Good.
I told you I could do
Now
it.
you can put that yolk into
Oh, the
there.
yolk is going in? Okay.
Yes, we're not using the white. fall in there.
Come on.
Sometimes the sharpness of the eggshell itself will, I'll just throw it back across again. We'll cut it.
Okay.
Okay. Then, well, I think we're good.
Oh, it broke.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what, we're just going to throw out this part of the egg?
No, let's file it for now.
What would be a trick for that? Can people freeze their egg whites?
Oh, yes, I freeze my egg whites all the time, and then I pull them out when I want to make meringue.
Meringues and stuff, yeah, okay.
So you've got 2 egg whites and
Egg
yolks.
Okay, good.
All right, now we're just going to beat those in.
Okay. And that's like not as fast as cream.
No, it's sort of creaming too.
Okay. Because this is still about introducing air.
We need to put the vanilla in also. It calls
vanilla?
for half a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Half a teaspoon.
Yes, once again, Aunt Henny's vanilla.
Henny's never ending.
It's like, right, it's like one of Aesop's fables or something.
Yes. But also because you don't ever use a ton of vanilla in anything, right? So.
Okay, so now give it a bit more of a whip there. Okay.
Give it a scrape.
Oh yeah, we need to give it a scrape. It's probably, you know, mixed enough for the next step.
Okay. It's not crazy yellow, but
No, it is more yellow, right?
And the
it's
vanilla
very soft.
like taupe. It's taupe. Yes, it's very
Oh.
soft.
It's pale yellow. Taupe is beigey brownie.
Yeah, it's Beigey brownie. Yes. Are you going colorblind as well?
Well, I've always been a bit green-brown
Oh, yeah.
colorblind here. Okay, so that's done. Now add a cup of flour. You might want to lift up the head of the mixer. Yeah.
I don't find that it makes any difference whatsoever. Like whether it's up or down, there's still no room.
That's okay. Yeah. And quarter teaspoon of salt, and then just start off by stirring it
Yeah, with spatula.
to avoid an explosion of flour. And just turn it on to stir, the lowest. Yay! And once you see that it's well mixed,
I think it's starting to resist, so
yeah.
that tells me it's pretty thoroughly mixed.
Okay, shall we look?
Yes, look. This is very pale though.
Yeah. Well, now you have to use your fingers here to shape it into a disc. Put flour on your fingers
I'm
first.
gonna get it off of.
So this is the sweet pastry shell that we're making. Once we've got it formed into a disc. Yes, that's right. Well, that's what aprons are for. Then we're going to wrap it in plastic and chill it for 2 hours.
On my hands.
Yeah. Looks like mud pies.
Gross, it's already under my fingernails.
Yeah, this is why I have short fingernails for this very reason. So stuff doesn't get,
Under them.
Use the spatula to scrape.
Put the spatula somewhere unfindable.
Oh, I've got it here.
How's your filming going?
Oh, I'm still
Are you
doing.
filming actually it?
Yeah, I'm filming it. The growing pile in your hand.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now we're making a disc.
I don't understand what you mean by disc. Like,
Maybe an inch thick. I don't know. Well, we're going to have to roll it out. So fairly round
Good.
and fairly flat would
it
be
is
good.
fairly round and fairly flat.
Tap the edges in as though you were doing the.
Can't I do that while it's wrapped?
Oh, I guess you could. Yes. Oh,
Also, how am I supposed to get wrapping? Now I
Oh.
have pastry in my hand.
Yes, I will give you. Okay, I rode to the rescue there and pulled out the plastic for her.
Okay, squishing flat. And then
Yeah, making it round.
then just folding. Yeah.
All wrapping it up like a Christmas present. Okay.
Okay.
And into the fridge it goes.
Into the fridge it goes. Very full fridge. And then we immediately wash our hands. It's so gross. Hi, we're back. We had a break for dinner. And now we're going to make a pastry cream, also known as creme pâtissière or vanilla custard. So Mom's going to walk me through it. Sounds tricky.
Well, it's kind of like white sauce, and you know, white sauce has a mystique about it, but it's really not that difficult. Okay, so the first thing we need is a cup of milk. Oh, that looks promising.
Well, it had like, you know, it had
Bulgy?
bulgy. This looks fine. Smells fine. It was good for until the 14th. I think there might be exactly a cup in here.
Whoa, that's serendipitous.
Okay.
Okay, so
Into
your nonstick saucepan.
heavy bottom non-stick saucepan.
Yes. And turn it on. Turn the heat on to, let's see, medium probably. Heat the milk. Yeah, and what we're looking for here is for the milk to heat up to scalding, which means not boiling.
Because if you boil milk, you've burnt it, basically, right?
Yes, but you can tell when it's scalded by the rim of bubbles all around the edges.
Only around the edges.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
So milk's going. We've got our bowl.
yes, and we're going to put our dry ingredients in there.
Which
Well,
are?
they're not really dry ingredients, are they? No, they are 2 eggs.
Okay, full eggs.
Yep, whole eggs this time. Oh dear. 2 eggs. The whole thing. I hope that. I'm gonna have to try that technique with breaking eggs.
Yeah, because you often get egg bits in.
I do. I often get bits of eggshell in. And a 1/4 cup of sugar. That's big. How's the milk doing?
Fine.
Okay. Give it a little stir. Just to encourage it. Okay. And 2.5 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Oh, okay, I have a 1.5 tablespoon and a half tablespoon. Figure it out.
Yeah, I think it's, well.
One of these and then 2 of these.
Yeah. And although the recipe doesn't call for it, we're going to put in a pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt. Any vanilla? Since it's a vanilla custard.
2 teaspoons. Yeah. But
It's making simmering noises.
turn it off then. Heat the milk in the pan. Whisk the egg.
How much vanilla?
Not in there. Whisk the egg, sugar, and cornstarch in a small bowl.
Stab, 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 stab. There we go. You want it to be smooth?
Oh yes. We don't want lumps in our custard, do we, Pete?
No. Nobody wants that.
And it should be easy enough to get lumps out of cornstarch. Oh, let's look at the milk while we're here.
Turned it all the way down to low.
Yeah, it does have a kind of you see those little tiny bubbles right
Just
against
around
the edge of the saucepan. Now you pour half of that milk into the custard into the egg mixture, whisking carefully. Yeah, just to heat it up. Then put the saucepan back on the stove and pour the whole shebang, whisking in the, yeah, like this. That's excellent technique, Caroline. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to keep cooking this now.
And now we're switching from a whisk to a spoon.
Yes, that's my recommendation. The recipe says to continue whisking for 3 to 4 minutes until it thickens, but my experience is the whisk doesn't get right into those corners where the side meets the bottom, and you can get caught there.
Okay, and what temperature are we at right now, Ma, for cooking it? Low, medium, low?
Oh, good question. Probably medium. Medium heat till it thickens and just begins to bubble 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay, but because we have a gas range, I'm going a little bit below medium because I find our stovetop is hotter.
So it's now thickened. I'm just waiting for bubbles to start to form. It's really important to do this slowly so that you don't end up with scrambled eggs.
Because the thing that's thickening is the eggs are cooking.
That's right, and the cornstarch, of
The
course.
cornstarch.
Yes. Okay, let it sit for a second, see if something's coming up.
Nope. We had to turn it down a lot because it started thickening really quickly.
Yeah. We want to make sure that it does come to that bit of a boil.
So that we know
Otherwise, we'll have a taste of uncooked cornstarch.
And also we want to know that the eggs are cooked, right?
Yes.
Because nobody wants to...
Nobody wants to risk uncooked eggs. You can see how thick it is by the way it's, you can draw a line in it, right?
And it just slowly fills.
Yeah. Okay, let's let it go again. Anything look like it's heaving? Is anything heaving?
No, doesn't look like it's breathing.
Goodness me. Come on, you silly
My
thing.
hand's starting to hurt.
Yeah?
There
Yeah,
we
there we
go.
go.
Yay!
Yay, we got a bubble. Turn it off. Okay, now we're going to strain it through a sieve. Okay. And you just use the spoon to push it through. Get as much of it out as you can.
Okay.
Okay, you can put your saucepan down.
You want to get more out?
No, that's fine. Do what you're
Not
doing.
come through. Well,
Yeah, you have to
push
press it through, kind of. Yeah?
Okay.
You see it's blobbing in the bottom there.
I think it's... Okay, so Mom took over sieving because it was annoying and it's so messy, you guys. Like, I'm super grossed out.
Yeah, we should perhaps use the bigger vessel.
So now we're adding in 2 tablespoons of butter.
Yeah.
We're just using our pre-softened butter.
Yeah. And if you stir now, it should
Should melt.
melt in.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay.
Yeah. And we're also going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
Okay, so we switched to a bigger bowl because we made a poor bowl choice.
Yes.
And then I was shoved out of the way so my mother could scrape things properly. And now we're mixing it together.
Bring it here so we can see
What do we
it.
think?
Tilt it way this way. This way.
Did not, well, it doesn't tilt that. You can move the camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
Okay,
So now we refrigerate this for 2 hours.
Yeah, and we're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl so that everything is, incorporated. Then we're going to put plastic wrap right on the surface.
Ah, like you do when you're raising dough.
Yeah, but for a different reason.
This is to prevent it from absorbing fridge.
That's your concern. My concern is that I find it will get a skin on the top, and I'd rather lift off a piece of plastic wrap than the gross skin. We're going to, yeah. Make sure that it's all touching the plastic. Good. In the fridge.
In the fridge.
Hi. apparently it's my turn now, because, why, Caroline?
Because rolling is just a lot of work and I don't want to do it.
Okay, so we have our loose bottom 9-inch tart shell. We have our dough that we just took out of the freezer, and you can see it's the opposite of soft.
Mm-hmm. Pretty solid.
And we're gonna, oh, you know what we should do first?
Turn. Say it all together, everyone. Turn on the oven.
To 350.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the dough, maybe Caroline should come here and so you can show.
Should you put some flour down? Should you put some flour down before you do that?
You can see how crumbly it is?
Yeah.
So the next step is to
Warm it up a bit by kneading.
by kneading it. And then we're going to roll it out with our rolling pin into an 11-inch circle.
Okay. And it's like supposed to be this kind of crumbly, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is my experience of this kind of pastry. And it beats me why you have to...
Chill it and then knead it.
Yeah, maybe there's some magic chemistry that happens in the interim, right? I think we don't want to add too much extra flour in this. You know, with scones, when we were doing scones, it was really a question of the recipe was designed to include
that extra bit of flour.
But I'm pretty sure this isn't.
But it's not really sticking because of all the butter, right?
Yes, good point.
Because it's almost like
you
a
mentioned
2-to-1 ratio. Yeah.
But you also mentioned that your hands were before
covered
you
in
put
butter.
it in the fridge. It was melting in your hands because of all the butter.
Yeah, and it is like a 2-to-1 ratio of flour to butter.
Yeah. Once it's able to be a cohesive ball again, then we'll be ready to try to roll it out. Turning it into a vaguely circular shape with the hope that I'll be able to sort of continue the circularity. Is there such a word? As I roll it.
Sounds like a sci-fi novel. Continued circularity.
Yes. Okay. Doesn't look good. Look at that.
Yeah, it's starting to melt.
Yeah, that's why it says to
Work quickly.
and put it back in the fridge.
After you put it, okay. So you're gonna try and put it in now. I think it'll fit.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, let's see how this happens. Everyone excited? I'm excited. They always make it look so easy on the shows.
They do, don't they?
Well, you get the honest truth from us. It's not easy. Oh, okay, you're rolling it onto the rolling pin for picking up. Clever. Look at her.
In theory.
Roll, 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 roll.
Oh,
Yeah, it didn't look like you had gotten it far enough.
no.
Can you just poke it into the bits that it needs to be, since it's so forgiving?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be pretty. We're making it ourselves. We're not selling it.
Right. And tap it to the pastry there. Goodness me. So we're just basically patching now. Oh my goodness.
And you don't want to press too much, right? Because then you'll just squish it into the
Yeah, into the
pan.
flutes.
But you want it
This is
in
called
the
a
flutes.
fluted edge pan. Yeah, fluted side pan. Yeah, it's not beautiful.
Can I take a whack at squishing?
No. Okay, so let's go back in the fridge for 20 minutes.
Okay, so we're refrigerating it once it's in its crust.
And we have to be careful because it's a loose bottom. You don't want it to poke.
But we're putting it back in the fridge, and then we'll bake it in 20 minutes. Okay, so it's chilled for another 20 minutes, and so we're going to take it out of the fridge. Being careful not to touch the bottom, says Mom.
Yeah, because we don't want it to come apart.
And then we stab it with a fork, but not all the way through, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter?
Yeah.
Just like stab all the way through.
Yes.
Okay, because it's hard.
Okay, that looks good.
Good? Good stuffing? Doesn't need more?
No, thanks.
Okay, so we're putting it in the oven. And we're timing it for 16 minutes. 16 minutes, he's nodding. Okay, so it beeped, so we're gonna check it. Make sure not to touch the sides. I'm just gonna pull the pan out. Recipe says golden brown on the edges and dry looking on the middle. I think we're there. What do you think, Mom?
I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're taking it out, putting it on a cooling rack. Oh. And then we're gonna do the rest tomorrow. But for you, it's 2 seconds away. Hopefully it'll all be delicious and look really pretty and be kind of Canada Day-y.
Yeah, I'm anticipating that once the filling is inside and the fruit is on the top, we won't see these
The
mistakes.
mistakes or problem solves.
All right.
Hi guys. So we're going to start assembly now. So I've just been melting some white chocolate, which I'll show you what I'll do in a second. And I cut up my fruits, strawberries and raspberries. Okay, so white chocolate is melted. And what the white chocolate is for is we're going to coat the tart with it, the tart shell, which will stop it from getting soggy.
No soggy bottom!
Like
Yay!
the soggy bottom.
Did you tell them how much white chocolate this is?
It was 60 grams of white chocolate melted. We melted it in the microwave.
Uh-huh.
But you could always do it on the stovetop if you're a double boiler kind of person. Are we going up the sides too, Ma?
Yes.
This isn't-
We're gonna soon we'll be covering up all my mistakes from yesterday with the custard we made and the fruit. Yay. And it won't matter, right? We're not making it for the queen.
Right.
We're just making it for us.
And you did declare that pastry is not your thing. You preface.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. White chocolate coated.
Okay.
Now I let that harden. Okay, so we've got our creme pat out of the fridge. It's a weird brown color. We think it's because our vanilla's dark.
Yeah. Well, vanilla beans are quite a dark color. So it's not surprising that it's dark, but probably it's a bit darker than commercial vanilla because it's from the source.
Straight from Mexico.
Yeah.
So, the mom's trick with the plastic.
So it stop
It from forming
stops
the skin.
a skin from forming altogether.
Yeah. And then we're going to mix it, whisk it up.
Yeah.
So that it's smoother.
Yeah. Oh, it looks pretty smooth already, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're just plopping it straight into our torte.
Uh-huh. Try and get as much as you can.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
It's a bit of a funny color, beige. But it's going to be covered with fruit, so...
Yeah, we were kind of hoping for a Canada-themed white and red torte, but that's fine. Okay, we've got one of our favorite tools out, offset spatula. And we're going to use it to smooth the creme pat out into a nice kind of even surface.
Look at how much more pastry there is than... Oh, well. We still have 2 more layers to go, right?
Yeah.
The fruit and then
And the
the
glaze, yeah.
glaze, yeah. Oops.
How's that look, Ma?
It looks pretty good.
So now it's fruit time. Mom said I had to figure out what I wanted it to look like, so I'm thinking like a spiral with a strawberry in the middle and then raspberries and strawberries and raspberries, and then we could chop the strawberries to fit the outside.
Okay. Let's try that.
our torte, and the glaze is the easiest part. We just got some pure apple jelly. Make sure it's jelly, not jam. You can use whatever jelly you like. Crab apple, cranberry. I thought about it, but I was like, it's red enough already. So we just melted the jelly over low heat.
Let's see what it looks like.
We did it in the microwave.
Uh-huh.
It took about 1.5 minutes on 50%. And I stopped it a couple times to stir it, just like you do when you're melting chocolate in the microwave.
Yeah.
And now we're going to, so it's kind of like runny a little bit and smooth. And now we're going to paint it onto our torte. And we like this one because it's see-through.
Ooh, look at that. Well, it's mildly yellow, right?
Yeah.
Or orange.
But it doesn't change the color of the amazing color of the berries.
Exactly. And that's a good technique, too, to kind of dab.
Dab.
Dab. Oh, beautiful. Look at this shiny. Isn't that lovely?
You know, can you believe we made this?
Well, except for the edges.
Yeah. Just don't look at that part.
No. It's all going in a tummy anyway, right?
But we made like a creme pat, we made pastry.
I know, all new things.
So you want to get it around all of your berries, because that way they hold their color and stuff.
That's right, and it keeps them from
Leaking.
Good leaking, and also getting more ripe, kind of starting to deteriorate.
Yeah, getting soft and kind of gross.
Yeah.
Do you think we're good? Or should I try and get it in all the holes?
Let's go.
You think good?
I think so.
Do a little wobble.
Beautiful.
There's our summerberry torte. Ooh.
And what are you going to do next, Kat?
We're going to put it in the fridge so that the jelly has time to harden up a bit, and then we're going to eat it.
The best part. Okay.
Time for the dramatic unshelling.
One bit closer.
Ooh, torte. All right, now we're going to eat it. Ooh. You will know that mother is bigger than mine. Okay.
I'm the one that cut. I should have let her choose.
Those are the rules.
Oh, can I have my fork, please? Thank you.
Okay, diving in. I got a raspberry. Very vanilla-y.
Well, we put a lot of vanilla.
We did. Yeah.
Let's taste the crust.
Not too dense. Kind of cookie. You're right.
A cross between pastry and a cookie.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It's really good.
It's very fresh tasting, right?
I think the apple jelly really does that.
Oh, this is lovely. It's a definite summer dessert winner.
Yeah. And I feel like if we practice, we'll get better at the pastry part. Oh, you guys, this is yummy. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
See you next week.